They're all out to lunch. And I ain't talking about out in the goddamn garden or field under a tree. I'm talking about out to lunch. And you are the reason for the damn season. And the feast here in this Hotel California that we're all indulging in can't kill the beast. Because the beast, it ain't on the table sitting there lying hapless as a piece of dead rotting flesh. It's in us. And this hotel has to literally be changed. There's new sheriffs in town anyway, so you have no choice. Let me get back to what I'm doing. Do these teaching us and our children have any foresight? Ladies and gentlemen, everything in this book relates to your present degraded psychogenetic evolutionary state of awareness, your negative collective conscious contribution, and your present support conditions within this, our very own electrochemical magnetic immortal life support creation matrix genetic evolutionary program. The conscious creator's very own electrochemical magnetic immortal life support program. What is also known in the text as the Garden of Eden. What is also known as Mother Earth or Gaia. Just one of an infinite number of crystal keys within our mind. What has been deceptively explained to you and to us to be the outer limits, outer space, heaven. In reality, inner space. Okay? As vital a conscious rebalancing force to our moment outside of our body as we are inside. These unseen dimensions are the most valuable part of us, despite the lies we've been told as shadows and light workers. Okay? My European brothers and sisters, my Asian and Indian and Arab Asian brothers and sisters. Okay? Your consciousness, as long as you choose to customize your awareness with better choices and a better existence, this amplifies your what it does is it will diminish your lower vibrational frequency, and a high vibrational frequency will be your high vibrational frequency field soul support will be amplified without the assistance of a melanated man amplifying it for you. However, with a melanated man choosing to align as he's being instructed, this will also add to the heaven that you will experience and the magic that will be manifested right out of your mind. Okay? Okay, so so it is our consciousness, outside and inside, that is the most valuable part of us, despite the lies we've been told. And both have the power to bring forth a blessing and a curse for the purpose of creating, maintaining, sustaining balance. And this is what the Book of You is about, folks. The natural, balanced, and unstable, unnatural, imbalanced existence of us. and how it is by the guidance and information you are now being given, you may gain enough strength through understanding to separate yourself from the darkness. I know we have a lot of desperation right now. And that desperation, because of our overconfidence in the lies we've been told in regards to what we need to sustain ourselves and define ourselves, or to get rid of, diminish the insecurity and the emptiness, it creates a air of not giving a shit, okay? But it's due to our programming, folks, okay? And bearing this burden, I'm not going to let you and I live without the truth and bear this burden myself. All right? I want you to be a part of what you took part in creating. Okay? Though you and many others may hide behind the false narratives that you choose to hide behind, this is reality. And there ain't no other reality but this. And you can try to hide as much as you want, but you're not going to get away with it for too long. I can assure you of that. You ain't got to answer to me. You got to answer to the ones that's giving me all the instructions. And they're realer than you could ever imagine. They're realer than what you think you are in the mirror. They're realer than the power you think that what you see in the mirror has. I can assure you that. So please, let's get it together, because again, I'm not bearing this alone. In a time where leadership is missing, where it's missing even in leadership, to know who we are is to know how to function at our highest level of Christ conscious electromagnetic function. But where do we begin? Though we spirits having a chemical experience are and have been sustained by the same sun and rain, are we that far gone that we have gone from selling to one another our own intelligence to enslaving each other's emotions, electromagnetic conscious potential, our minds and our bodies with fantasy and folk tales, lore, the projecting of fear of the physical body? I think about the M. Night Shyamalan movie where there was a group of people that believed that there was no other civilization outside of theirs. And they were afraid to go into the woods because there was a monster that was said to be in the woods. And by the end of the movie, when they went out into the woods, they realized that there was roads out there and there were these big trucks driving by. And they realized they'd been lied to their whole lives. And fear was what kept them from going out of the woods, going into the woods, and then out of the woods. And that's the same thing that holds you and I back presently. I can't remember what that movie was by Mr. M. Night Shyamalan, but yeah, I do remember it. Check it out. So, is what we've been programmed to believe is real and normal really normal? Real? For example, do we really need money, which isn't real, to live? And living is real. Is real. Is everything dying at the expense of your living okay with you, really? Is your living actually living, or is it actually dying? Are you and I living in reverse? Could we choose to do it better? Or is this our best? Do this, don't do that. Religion, politicians tell you not to buy, They tell you to not by any means play games with your money. Don't play games with my money, man. Don't play games with me, dog. They tell you by not to any means play with their their what's it called? Their reputation. You better put some respect on their name. But what they won't what they won't say is don't play games and gamble with your life. They'll tell you to go out and gamble your money away, but don't play games with it. Be serious when you're gambling so that you can probably get the greatest outcome. But they won't tell you not to play games with your life. Why? Because it is their hands gambling with your life. Because it's their hands gambling with your life. I said that the wrong way. Okay? They don't want your hands gambling with your life. They want their hands gambling with your life. And their hands are analogous to their mind. And that mind is playing games and tricks on your conscious awareness. Okay? They don't tell you why you exist with emptiness, why you exist with a void, and why your emptiness is so great. They don't tell you why you're so rebellious, why you feel so emotionally broken. They won't tell you where the idea to use paper and rocks, for survival manifested from. Why insurance, why you need insurance to survive. They won't tell you why there is a need of money to survive when they know that the use of our money locks us into the misidentity, the lost identity narrative that we have and the insecurity that we experience. Okay? And they won't tell us that it locks us into the soon destruction of our planet. They won't tell us why we've been programmed to be irresponsible. Nihilists who believe nothing matters. The earth's already destroyed, they tell you. Oh, let's not fix it. Man, to hell with that. You find them all over the airwaves, attempting to create the illusion that you've already destroyed everything. And while they're doing that, they're also burning more of this earth, burning more of the forests to create, it's called cloud bursting, to create a barrier around the earth so that the sun doesn't shine, which is going to mean it's going to be ice cold very shortly here, folks, as long as they're in power and control of our narrative. You're going to see unbelievable catastrophe because they don't, and they'll tell you themselves, know the consequences of what they're doing. No differently than they act like they didn't know the consequences of all of the medications that have led you to getting sick, and now because they want to hold on to you and keep your mind and your focus and your perception low vibrational and your focus on their program, now they want to offer you money for all the diseases they've caused over the past 50 years, 100 years, to you and your family. They want to give you money so that you stay third eye blind. And you don't need money to live. And this is why you got to really make decisions, tough ones right now, because they're gonna stop you from eating. Why? Because they need to make you desperate. They need to know that you are ready to suck their behind to survive. Only so that they can put you in a damn concentration camp. Ain't that something? Hell of a twist, huh? You don't think that they're trying to get you to support, their political agenda and their traditional agenda and being a patriot. You don't think they're trying to do that because they want to prolong your life, do you? No. Look at the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones literally gives them, the controllers, the blueprint to destroying everyone. Okay? That was supposed to happen this year, last year. It was an event that should already have begun to take place. So you don't have a win with them. Although they're attempting to, use this money to keep your focus going the opposite way it should be going in. They know you're going in this direction, and they know that right now the opportunity for you to be awakened and go back this way is wide open. So they don't want you going back this way, so they're amplifying advertising of, hey, we're going to pay you money for this. We're going to pay for your HBCU college tuition for free. We're going to do everything for free, but we're going to cut the food out too. We have to make you desperate, but make you happy at the same time, just to sustain the lower vibrational electromagnetic field that exists throughout humanity, especially in the black man and the black woman, our host frequencies. Sweet. Okay, so let me go on here. You want to hang out? Good. And you have to be aware of how vital it is for us right now to realize that because the Holy Spirit, the Ruach Kadesh, is here with our truth, we must stand up and realign our frequency, whether they want to or not. And by that, you will see everything unfold in the way that you were promised it would. Now, there's only a remnant of us doing this, and that's all that matters. But you and I must stand and be resolute in our commitment to bringing order back to this planet. And to do that, we definitely have to do some influencing of those who are resisting it. These individuals, they could care less about tomorrow. They've been fueled and fed everything from Paris to a vacation in the Virgin Islands to eating everything that you could imagine eating that is the most delectable. They've been used to the entitled life. And one thing about being entitled, being selfish, being bullheaded, when justice comes and you got to go to jail, guess what? There ain't no smoking cigarettes and partying, drinking, coking out, going chasing tail, doing all, none of that. And right now, justice is here, okay? And it's best to just act like you're going to jail, because the spirit activity that's in the atmosphere you're moving through, it is, you don't want to come against it. You do not want to come against it. It's too much to deal with. It rocks you from the inside out. It'll leave you walking down the street looking at the ground, ready to jump out your body. I can assure you of that. I promise you, I will not let you down in guidance, because I can't let myself down, and I ain't letting who I am in totality down, and that's this earth. This is my purpose here, and I'm going to re-undertake those duties to which I was naturally pre-programmed here to experience. And I'm going to experience what I am meant to experience in regards to being able to see the flourished existence. Okay? For all of us here. And I'm hardly talking about the majority of unconscious human beings right now. As long as we're in this third eye blind, five sensory aware system, our desire, well, give me 1 second. Yes, I need to go back here. And please forgive me. So as long as we're going to be aligned with these lies, they're not going to tell you that your diet's going to make you sick. They're not going to tell you that the condition you're in will not get better. Okay? They know as long as they're in control of your already dead, your already dead awareness, they know as long as they're in control and they have a handle on our dependence on what is unnatural, they know that this ensures we will be confident in them employing us. Did I say that right? Yeah. They know that we'll be confident in being employed. As long as we're confident in being employed, we will also be showing proof of our allegiance in these last of days with the beast. Okay? And of course, the confidence that we have sustaining this system of imbalance, ultimately what it will do is eventually birth the beast. Okay? Even if we're out of control, we will be insulated to self-destruct. Consider how it is we without a mind ask the same people that allow us an opportunity to grab the world by the horns, okay? And in that grabbing, through our unstable practices, exacerbating the issues that we are with climate, we are presently asking these same individuals to help us with money for floods. And we don't realize that it's not money that got us into the floods. And we would only be fools to believe that money can get us out of these issues. Our egos can't get us out. Our masquerade can't get us out. Our high heels can't. Our lasciviousness, our sensuality can't. Our manipulation can't. Not even your prayers can get you out of the situation you're in because you created them. Okay, folks, this is what you need to understand. Our situation, we created ourselves. Okay? I had to move one of the kittens. So this situation is one that is self-generated and self-sustained. There's no way in the world that these people would ever decide to give you the truth. It's not something that they want to do. Please excuse me while I take a restroom break. And how about you enjoy a little bit of song? Hey, as a matter of fact, I have a bathroom break song that I would love to share with my haters. Okay? And when I say haters, folks, I don't mean to laugh at you people, but You know, you've done so much damage to me that it's damage that bounced right off, but being the reality that it still stung, I said, well, you got to give them something. So this is something for you. And the song is called Cry. We'll call this clip Wedding Woes. And this, our redemption. I'll be right back, folks. Thank you for being here on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show with Messenger Christopher Spirit World X. Okay. Oh boy. Thank you once again for joining me again, folks. So, what I would like all of us to Hey there, young lady. What are you up to, huh? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Isn't she so adorable? They're such a handful. It's too hard to deal with you guys right now. You know that, huh? Can I put you down? Can you go play, please? Thank you. You men and wait a minute. I don't want to miss one word here. So as long as we're in this third, don't want to do that either. Okay, I'm going to start where I was a moment ago. Folks, as long as you and I are going to be committed to ask the same system of government, who, after miseducating us and leads us to believe that we can do as we will, live life as we wish, as long as it doesn't look dysfunctional, they tell you, they say, you do what you want, as long as it don't look dysfunctional. And, mind your own business. Don't talk about nobody's business. As long as you and I are going to be committed to this tyrannical way of functioning. A system of leadership who programs us with waste of time, traditions, corrupt ideologies, fear, immorality, weakness, irresponsibility, laziness, gluttony, hate, tells us to learn to adapt to misery, instability. We're like refugees fleeing from circumstances we created, asylum seekers looking for a dignified, ironic, good life. That's what we are. Asking him to give us money for floods. And that's insane. And ask yourself, how dark is our infinite awareness and consciousness degraded into unconsciousness? Are you and I really that far gone, disconnected from our high conscious three-divisional Trinity spectrum side? As long as we're in this third eye blind, five sensory aware system, our desire to rid ourselves of our emptiness and have a life with purpose will never be satiated. We will continue to misuse our flesh and all temporal support mediums pre-programmed to sustain us without proper function. The result of learned misperception, self-deception, being misled, miseducated in respect to who you are, where you are, what you are, when you are, why we are, and what potential